Kia ora and welcome to episode 3 of Get Real Naked with Lilia Tarawa. Now I'm from New Zealand, so kia ora in New Zealand means hi, hello. It actually literally means be well or be healthy, which I really love because I'm in the health industry and health is extremely important to me, as you can see, glowing complexion. So kia ora and welcome to everyone in New Zealand, but also out of New Zealand who's watching this video. Get Real Naked is all about authentic social media. There is a chicken in the background of my video, so if you hear clucking, just soak it in. Today is going to be about how to define your audience. Honestly, this was something that I found really challenging the first few months when I was doing a lot of social media for my business, because I was like, I don't quite know where I'm going with this, and I felt really confused, and I didn't know if I wanted to make sure that I was generalizing and allowing room for everyone and space for everyone in my business, or if I wanted to specialize and go down a specific honed route with certain types of people. You've got to actually figure that out and define that for yourself. This episode's going to help you with that. Specializing gives you power, focus and energy. If you think about a laser beam can cut through anything because it is totally focused on one specific area, and all of its power and energy is pressed into that one point. You want to do the same, which is why we're going to help you figure out exactly what your niche market is, exactly who the people are that you want to be working with, so that you can laser focus like a laser beam into that area, specialize and have massive power and impact. We're going to talk about how to create and manifest clients into your life that you totally love. You do not want to go out attracting and manifesting clients that you don't like. Oh my God, life is meant to be enjoyed. So you want to actually get really clear on who is the client that you would absolutely, totally love to work with. The first step to doing this is for you to write down 10 traits in your ideal client. So when I say traits, it depends what industry you're in. Say you're in the health and fitness industry, and one of your traits is they have to be passionate about health. Who are these people that you want to be working with? What do they think about every single day? Where do they hang out? What do they wear? How do they dress? What do they look like? What age are they? Are they young? Are they old? Are they passionate about health, or are they passionate about music? What are their wants, needs and desires? What do they think about before they sleep at night? Answer these questions and you're going to start to hone in on that ideal client. Figure out exactly what those 10 traits are and write them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is going to give you a very clear avatar of who that person is. Does that person dress in a suit, or does that person dress in activewear? The more clarity you can get on the type of person that you want to manifest into your life, the easier it is going to be for the world to give you what you want. It's like when you go on ASOS or online shopping and you're like, okay, I want that dress. It's red, it's in a 6, and I want it shipped to this address. That's exactly what you're going to get. The same thing works with attraction, client attraction on social media. You need to sit down and you go, right, my avatar is a female. She's already a business owner. She's in the health and wellness industry. She's 30 to 35. Bam. Order that. The universe will deliver it to you. I promise you, this method of attraction 100% works, because I've done it, and honestly, I've seen results within a week, within days. I've seen results where I've gone, this is the type of person I want in my life to speak with about my business. I'm really specific on how they dress, I'm really specific on what industry they're currently working in, and I'm really specific on what their personality traits are going to be. Honestly, the next couple of days, the next week, someone like that, someone new, came into my life, and I've seen this happen over and over and over to where I've actually signed clients and business partners as a result of this method, which is why I'm teaching it to you today, because I know 100% that it works, and I want you guys to have all of the tools and skills that you can possibly have when you're putting things out there into the universe, saying this is what I want in my life, this is what I want in my business. Defining your purpose is really, really important, because that is going to help you figure out who your niche market is and who your audience is. Now, I believe it was John C. Maxwell that said, line up your passion and your giftedness, and you have at that moment found your purpose. And so what I've done is created a diagram here for you guys to help you figure out what your purpose is, what your passions are, and how that overlaps with your giftedness or your talents, so that you can find your sweet spot. And what we call this sweet spot is right where you need to be in order to be in the best position possible to create clients and to attract more audience awareness on social media. So you can see this diagram, these 3 circles that overlap, and your sweet spot is right in the middle of that. No, we're not talking about that sweet spot. We're talking about something very, very different. So in the first circle, we're going to make a list of your passions. In the second circle, we're going to make a list of your talents or your giftedness, as John C. Maxwell calls it. And in the third circle, we're going to define what your purpose is and what your intention is. So for instance, in the first circle, your passion, if you're in the health and wellness industry, might be sleep and sleep cycles and how to support people with that. Or it might be cellular health and nutrition and how to provide people programs around that. It might be yoga and how we move our body and the spirituality aspects of yoga that you might really be passionate about. So think about what your passions are, what you love, what you would talk about any day of the week, what you can't not talk about, and what you would spend all your time doing if you could. In the second circle, we're going to write down what are the areas that you've had experience in terms of the media that you're going to be using. So are you a photographer, and are photos the best way for you to go about that and about delivering information to your audience? Or is written text your key? Is written text something you love and enjoy doing and are really great at English? Or is it video? Do you like jumping in front of a camera, helping people like see your energy, feel your energy by engaging with them through video? What is it that works for you? Now in the third circle, we're going to think about what is it that you are here to do? What do you want to help people with? Are you wanting to educate? Are you wanting to inspire people, influence people, or help people heal their bodies? Do you want to lead people and show them new, innovative ways of doing things? Really think about what your purpose is going to be here. We're going to put this together into a mission statement for what you do on social media. And it's going to work like this. My purpose is to, my audience to, by. Now you need to fill in those blanks. So what you're going to do is put down my purpose is to, and you're going to insert a purpose there in the first blank. My audience to, and then you're going to insert your passion in the second blank. By, and then you're going to insert your talent or your giftedness in the third blank. So it will work like this. My purpose is to inspire my audience to lose weight by sharing healthy recipes. So that is going to really clearly define your intention with your audience so that you know exactly who your audience is when you begin to target them. For example, your audience in this particular instance will be people who want to lose weight and want to learn how to prepare their meals better by going through recipe tutorials. And when you start to operate from there, you will start to find that everything is much more specific and there's much more clarity around it. That is going to be a huge realization for you in terms of where you take your business moving forward.